So what are the main differences between the Christian youth in America and the Christian youth in Latin American countries from experience?
Well, so my name is Luciano, and I'm a youth leader here at this church as part of Vintage Ministries. I do worship here. I lead worship from the guitar. I'm trying to do it from the piano. That would be awesome. But yeah, and so I ended up going on a missions trip to El Salvador, and I noticed the biggest difference between the United States and El Salvador was just how much the people desired for God. In America, everybody has everything that they could ever want, and it's so easy to get what they want. And so why is there any need for God? And that's what we find is the mentality behind a lot of the youth in the United States, is because there's no real need for God. But then you come over there and you go to El Salvador, and you have people who have nothing and say, God is my everything. And even with nothing, they give God everything. And that is the biggest thing. And it goes back to even in the Bible when it talks about how the woman ended up giving very little, but all that she had to God, and God honored that more than the man that gave so much, but only a little bit of his of what he had. And so that was incredible. I think as far as what is the most difficult thing in the United States, as far as where the youth is and everything, it's really just maintaining integrity, or is making sure that you are a Christian, that you are the same wherever you go. We should be leading from example, and we find it really easy to just put on a mask when we go into church, or we put on another mask when we go into school, or we put on another mask when we talk to our parents. But that's not what God calls us to be. He calls us to be like Him all the time. And so that's the biggest problem. But you'll see that the biggest impact here in America is just love. It's just love. God is love, and it's so beautiful, because even by our actions, people know who we are. We know that we're Christ followers just in just how we love on people and how we look at people, even in their filth. We just love them. We just love them and we care for them. And so I think that is the most amazing part about the youth ministry, is that when they really understand God's love, they can share it. When they receive, they understand fully what kind of love that they're given. They're able to give out that kind of love.
So you can have a lot of things, right? You can have material things, you can have everything, just like you said. And here, it's really easier to do that in a first world country, but we're always lacking love, right? Who doesn't need to be loved and feel loved, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the youth here and the youth, just like the youth around the world, needs to feel that love. So, because over here you got the divorce rate here is astonishing, right? It's families destroyed, and how do you think? I mean, what do you think is do you think love is the greatest evangelistic? What do you say? The greatest evangelistic tool for the youth in this age, in this point in time. Because material things, you can, like in the third world countries, you see people, going after God because they have a lot of needs, in the physical. But over here, it's more about the emotional and the situation, the satisfaction.
Right.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, that's just what it is. Like everybody over here wants instant gratification, right? So they just want it now. I mean, even before, when I mentioned about us in the United States, everybody has everything. They feel like money is the thing that's going to satisfy them, and they feel like because they have these things, they're instantly going to become happier. because of that. But we see actually more and more that there are people that are killing themselves, that are killing each other. Even though they have everything, they lack hope. And that's the biggest thing that we touch on over here is the fact that even if we have everything, we're still lacking everything because we don't have Christ inside of our hearts. And so love, it's all about love. God is our hope. He's our peace. He allows us to sleep at night knowing that the King who made everything holds us. And I think that's the most beautiful part about the gospel and about our God. But yeah. Love. It's all about love.
How old are you again?
I'm 19 years old. 19
years old. Are you going to college?
Yes, second year of college.
Cool. All right, thanks, Luciano.
Yep, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's Luciano right there. My brother. Says he had. My brother.
Yeah.
Thanks for your interview, Luciano. Yeah. Thanks for that. You're the brother too, but you're in the next video. Thanks for your interview. Thanks for your point of view. You know, sharing your time with me and sharing your insight as a American guy / Canadian. Yeah, with people on YouTube that are watching this video. It's because they got a lot of questions, and especially about, you know, Christian youth, and they see this country going down a drain sometimes in certain areas like abortion and you know,
that's right.
And gay marriage, and you know, just the family being destroyed. So thanks again, man.
Yeah, you're
thanks.
Welcome. See ya.
E é isso aí, Rapeize. Espero que vocês tenham gostado desse vídeo. Se você ainda não se inscreveu no nosso canal, clique aqui em cima e inscreva-se. Isso nos ajuda bastante. Vocês também podem estar nos seguindo aqui no Facebook. A gente gosta muito de interagir com vocês. Se você tiver um tempinho, dá uma conferidinha nesses vídeos. A gente fez especialmente para você.